I just saw this hilarious video where a Chinese lady explained that this is the first time ever she got into an argument in Malaysia. So what happened was she went to a coffee shop and she ordered coffee to take away. And she didn't expect that the coffee will be served in a plastic bag. You know those transparent little plastic bag that you just carry for takeaway? In this time and date, it's pretty rare in Singapore. Probably still have, but kind of hard to find. Maybe it's more prevalent in Malaysia still. So it was really hard for her as she actually ordered it takeaway because her idea was she wanted to be able to take away the coffee if she doesn't finish it. So she planned to consume the coffee and be able to take away it. This is pretty normal as I also personally will always order things for takeaway so that I don't have to finish the beverage in one go during the meal. So she was surprised that it was in a transparent plastic bag and she wanted to switch it to a cup. And what was funny was this is probably the first time she's dealing with this form of takeaway packaging, this is probably really rare. She actually left that little plastic bag that contained her drink on the table while she went to take a cup. So lo and behold, when she got back to the table, as you can guess, the drink already spilled some coffee onto the table and onto the floor, which the drink store staff saw, and so he wiped the table and... and she said, okay, I do not want this anymore. She cancelled her drink order. And then he made a remark where he said, and you made coffee all over the floor. This was when the lady was Chinese lady was like stunned. She said, but that was because you gave me this, you served me takeaway in this plastic bag. And then they got into a little argument where they went back and forth. The coffee shop attendant was telling her, you want to drink in the coffee shop or you want takeaway? You have to make up your mind. If you want to take away, you take this plastic bag. You want to drink in the shop, you take a cup. And she was explaining to him, I want to drink some in the coffee shop, and if I cannot finish, I can take it away. That's why I order takeaway, which is precisely what I usually do too. And he was saying, no, that's not what you want. This is like the culture here, that kind of stuff. So in the end, but the lady is really nice. Okay, the lady just apologized to the staff and say, I'm sorry, I didn't know how it's supposed to be done.